Hey Stampin' friends, welcome to the Joy of Stamp with Rachel. I'm Rachel Coon and today's Fun Fold Friday. Today I'm using the Cheerful Daisies stamp set and dies to make a really fun fold card that was inspired by a leadership swap I recently participated in. I'm going to hold my flip and we'll get started. Oh, we gotta flip it. Sorry guys, ceiling view. Hold it too soon. Oh, I wish I could make a video of all of Rachael bloopers, right? In the whole year, that would be a fun video to watch. All right, welcome. If you guys are here for the first time, be sure to follow me on YouTube and social media, either Instagram or on my Facebook page. Here is where you can shop for all these products I am demonstrating today from my online store. If you're watching this in May, here's my hostess code. I have a new one for each month. It's a great way for me to organize who's shopping from me, and it also allows me to send you guys some free gifts in the mail when you use that hostess code. One lucky person who comments today between now and midnight gets a chance of winning the card we'll be making in today's video. So comment away. Let me know if you have this stamp set yet, if it's on your wish list, or ask me any questions you may have. Let me go ahead and show you this one. It is beautiful, beautiful. I'm loving all of this garden green, this amazing cheerful daisy that we've die cut out with a little bit of stamping. But what makes this card so much fun is the way that it opens. So we have this little flap here that opens up first, and then we have this that pulls out to a double panel. I even like the way it looks when this is closed, and you can see the two like that when it's opened up. And this is all the inside of the card base. A traditional card base looks like this. So this part we are keeping blank, and we're having this folded over to create this beautiful card. Let me show you what inspired me to make this card using the layout. So here's the layout. It was inspired. This was a swap I recently got from a leadership swap. And I can't remember the name of it, but I'll have the link to my post that talks all about this one as well. They use that zany zoo, and they've fussy cut that cute little sloth out. But it's the same idea. See how we have the DSP, this little flap, how it opens up just like that. Layout the same. So then I was like, well, I have my layout. What about my design? So I use this other swap here where it has this beautiful daisy, has the little leaves, uses that vellum behind it to support that layering there. And these two is what inspired. So these two together gave this, which is really fun. And that's how a lot of my cards are made. I'm inspired by others, and I piece it together in a way that I enjoy, and then I can share it with you guys. I can only share with you guys because of the online orders I get, or those who attend my events. Helps feed into my supplies, so that way I can continue sharing. So if you want to continue seeing more videos from me, please shop from my online store. All right, I'm only using actually 2 of our stamped images for this one. The center of our flower and this cute little leaf, which I've already done and die cut out. Let me get all my supplies and we can get this started. All right. So if you need a list of measurements and supplies, easy to order, you visit my blog, link in the comments below, for you to access those with ease. Just in case I say something wrong on here, or if you want an actual copy of it. So visit there. So here are those cute little leaves that I have stamped and die cut out using the basic white. We have our dies. Here's the inside of the daisy, the Cheerful Daisy dies. And then I want you to notice this first. And I didn't take it apart so you can see. This is my mat for my basic white. But what I did was I went ahead and die cut out that flower because we are going to use these center pieces here. You see those, it's called usually the negative. So you have the image that we usually keep with the embossing on it. So it's stamped or die cut and embossed at the same time. And then those are the pieces that we are going to use in just a minute to fill in this if we want. However, we have options. So if you look at this daisy, you'll notice that there's no embossing on this one. So they use a different die, which is part of a 3 dies that looks like this. So it's up to us if we want to have it solid and match this one, or if we want to continue on with my pebbled one. I think I'm going to go ahead and use this one and show you what the difference would look like. You can tell me which one you prefer. You have options. I did die cut some vellum with the stylish shapes, that medium-sized square. I have my Fresh as a Daisy DSP, and I have it in the 2 panels. And then we also have our base DSP for our folding panel here. Okay. All right, let me grab this out and we'll get everything situated. Let's build this piece first. So what we need to do is attach our DSP. And this piece right here, I have it measured at, this garden green, is 3.5 by 4, and then I have it scored at 1/4 on the 4-inch side. Grab our liquid glue. And flip that over. And try to be mindful of which directions the flowers are facing. I feel like the daisies are going up and the leaves should be going up. That's how you can tell if it's upside down or right side up. All right, there's that piece there. Here's our vellum. Either take a glue dot or a little bit of your Stampin' Seal Plus. I'm gonna go in the center here. Only the center because we don't want it to show, and we're gonna cover up that center. And then try to get it in the middle of that DSP, like so. Then when we die cut our daisies, there will be 2 pieces. There'll be the outside, like the bottom part, and then there's the detailed part. So here's this guy. If I were to attach that one on, and then I would take out these little negative pieces and glue those in. So that's how I did this one. For this one, we're gonna grab that large image. Let me show you what this die actually looks like. So it die cuts 3 daisies and leaves at the same time. See how they're all together? And so I just made sure to get it at the spot that I needed. Let's see if I can line that up. Oh, be that way, huh? There we go. So I die cut out this main image there. I'm gonna grab my paper snips. There we go. Of course, they were lost in the abyss of my table. And I'm just gonna go around these edges that are connecting it from one spot to the next. It's pretty easy. I'm not even barely cutting it. Those joining pieces there. There we go. Remove those. And let's go ahead and line this one up on here. You kind of have to play with it to know which way it's going to go. And sometimes I'm good at just eyeballing it and being like, oh yes, that's totally, I feel like, there we go. That's the way. We'll flip it over and do just a little bit of glue on each of these. Even like a dot would be fine because we don't want it to be squishing out too crazy. Line it up. I do like this one because I feel like it fills up that other layer better. This one has more of just the detail than the inside. We could almost do both, right? What would that look like? Ooh, now that would look even fun too. And maybe that's the reason why this one is smaller than that one. Should we do it? Let's do it. We're gonna triple this daisy up. And then we can still do our pebble path on the inside. We're going rogue. We're just designing as we go. There we go. Make sure that's lined up and pressed down. Fun, fun. You can still see the center of that. Let me get it closer so you can see. So we could keep it and have that fun circle center there. Really pretty. Or we can remove our negative here. Take a pick tool or your scissors just to poke those out. Now I have all of them. And I would put this in here like so. Should we do it? I think we're gonna do it. The secret is we gotta put the glue to the inside of the paper and not on the back of that pebbled. So just a little bit of glue here, a little bit there, and that double piece. This is a brand new bundle, so I'm just still learning with it, learning all the possibilities. It came out on May 2nd of this year. I'm loving how that looks. Look how cool that is. I love it. It's like a puzzle and it fits right in there. Let's go ahead and add our, oops, sorry. I'm telling you, this is gonna be the blooper best video of the year. Let me grab dimensional on the back of our lemon lolly. Right there. And we're gonna put that in the center. Cute, cute. Okay, flip this over. We're gonna attach our leaves. I should have done this before so it was a little bit more even before I added that dimensional. So that's my tip to you. But I can still make it work. I'm just putting that on the back of here. And then I'm going to look, flip, and get it in that window between those two petals. Same with this guy. Find that sticky side there. And decide where you want it to go. I feel like this guy should have been over one more. Let's see if I can make him. There we go. So I play with that a little bit. I'm going to flip it over anyway and add dimensionals over that spot just to secure it a little bit more. And I'll do probably 4 to help keep this on nice. We'll flip this over. Now we're going to put this so it's kind of at an angle covering that center spot that we had to glue on. That looks great. Grab our bone folder. Start that on the score. So it's going to be ready to go and nice and crisp. Awesome. There's our flap that folds in and out. Now let's grab our card base in. And we need to attach this here. So I like to use that stamping steel or tear tape on this because I need it to be strong. But I got to be careful because I don't want if I stick it down the wrong spot. All right, let me go ahead and fold this the way it's going to be. So that way I know where to place this one. Just using my bone folder on the score lines. And I'm going to turn it like this, fold this part down so the adhesive's down. I'm going to look where I need to line this up. So the score line is going to be right along that edge. And I'm just eyeballing it as far as location goes to make sure it's about center of our card base here. Okay. So it should look like this, where it has that little tab we've made. And now we just need to add our DSP to our left side and our mat to the inside. This is where you could stamp on this basic white and make that look awesome. I am going to not stamp on the inside. I want this card to be available to me to use or available to you to use for anything you want. There are some great sayings with this one, like oops a daisy, I thought would be super cute. There's a birthday greeting in the stamp set. So make sure I'm lining that up pretty good. There we go. Flip that over. We'll add our liquid glue. And it doesn't matter if you do your DSP first or if you do this panel first. The secret is that we need to make sure we just line them up. So now that I have my panel here, I make sure that this is lined up to be at the same height. They're both 5 1/4. All right, tricky part is, can I figure out where I cut this? When I cut this first, I made sure to cut it the 5 1/4 by 4, and then I was able to go 2 inches in. So that way they're supposed to be side by side. What are we thinking? Is that? I don't think that's it either. Let's see what's over there. No. Okay, first, does that look right? Does it look like that's where it's supposed to be? I can't tell. Let's see if we try this one. That's the one. That's our winner. This is where it once was. We solved the puzzle. Flip it over. Add your liquid glue. And I'm going to have it go right here. So it's lining up with that basic white and pebbled path right next to it. You see how I'm doing that? And I'll do the same thing for this one. So this card base had 2 score lines. One was at the 2 and 1/8. Oh, this is the bigger one. Oh my goodness, I got a phone call. I'm going to ignore it and have him call my husband instead. I apologize for that. This is awesome. I have it on Do Not Disturb, but I guess the phone call comes through. Interesting, interesting. Sorry, you guys. All right, we're almost done. Oh, all right. All we have to do now is embellish. So what I'm using is called the Adhesive Back Solid Gems. And there were 3 colors. I've used all of the boho blue. This is the pecan pie, and this is the lemon lolly. I'm loving this lemon lolly. It's a great shade of yellow. I'm going to use the medium size because we have small, medium, and large. I'm going to grab 3 of these mediums. And I'm starting from my outside and work my way in. You could do a middle one first if you want to have better spacing. I'm so bad and I just eyeball it. If you want really good spacing, you can use your grid sheet as a guide or even get a piece of paper to make sure that you've lined this up straight. But that is not too bad. We didn't do too bad. And there we go. Let me get close. You can kind of see how those sparkle on there, those solid gems. We've made a fun fold using the Cheerful Daisies Bundle and the Fresh as a Daisy DSP. I hope you guys have learned something new. I apologize for all the bloopers today. It's Friday. Have a great one. Hope you have a wonderful weekend. Happy Mother's Day. This would be a great Mother's Day card to all the wonderful women in my life and in yours. Have a great one. Bye, you guys.